Okay, so I'm back with the to start the sponge cake. So I'm start with the sugar again. Like I said, I'm not gonna start baking the cake as yet because I want the mold to bake together. So I'm going to go with the same, and this is Florida Crystals cane sugar. My daughter's gonna kill me for her sugar. I don't know why it's so. But the only thing with sponge cake, we add baking powder, right? This is not the box cake. The box cake, I don't think. You just add eggs, oil, water. This sugar is not too sweet. I'm not putting any fruits in it either. I just like the nice cream cake how it looks. You can put fruit. Some people call it the fruit cake, but then the black cake already has the fruits, the raisins and the plums. All right, you can conk along me if you want. If you have good average, 1 spoon, 2 spoon, 2 spoons or 1 cup. 2 cups. 3 cups. 4 cups. So I wanted to make some pastry, but I gotta get shortening because this won't do. All right. So 4 cups. 2 spoonful is equivalent to 1 cup. So I did 6, so it's gonna be 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 cups. All right, mix it in. Left hand. And the good thing about this butter, it's soft and it won't take long to melt. In fact, it's already melted anyway. Okay, you gotta rest my shoulders. It's basically the right, but then the left, you know, that goes thing too. Yeah, the left is not that bad, but it just pains too. All right, time for the eggs. And like I said, we're breaking it one at a time because I'm not sure if any is, we call it ganga egg. Then it stink. Let's see, ganga egg. I wonder whoever come up with the name ganga egg. Today I'm tired of it. As you can see, I'm not talking so much. Make sure I didn't put no eggshell because it's like eating cake and they crunch and shell. Woo! Yesterday was so another stuff. Right, make sure you check your egg, you smell it. Well, ganga egg, you just smell it, There's nothing crack it, you see blood. Some people fluff it up before and then put it in, but it's all up to you however you want it. Fluff it up and then you put it in. This goes to recycle. Lord of mercy. What the hell is something like that? Oh. Okay, I got the flour, baking powder, this flour will not be enough, right? This is like half pound flour. But this won't be enough. A trick about the cakes, like when you're mixing it and you put the flour in, you put the flour and you mix it. Some people say that the way they can test it to know if it has enough flour or not. Well, we already know this is not enough, right? But they put the spoon in the middle, and if it falls, that's how some people test it out, right? If the spoon falls, that means the cake would not be able to stand. This is going to be very soft if it falls like this. But if it could stand up a little, then we didn't want it to, form. So let me go get more flour. This will take like a pound and a half of flour because the mixture is for like 2 pound cake. And then remember, when you mix cake, you mix a pound cake, you end up getting like a pound and a half, you know? Because remember, everything like it stretches. Like it increases more. But it's not what you want, right? You want it when you mix it. Okay. Why is so much? Because the measurement spoon is not full. So that's why. Alright, I think we should leave it here. This should be enough. I don't need any more flour. It's soft cake. We all gonna need it one day. Soft. I ain't got no baking powder. Throw it away. So I put in the baking soda. See how this will come. Baking powder, eh? Let's call this again. Spice. What's the name? Shucks, man. Aniseed? No, aniseed. Nutmeg. Somebody can say, she sure enough, she said she can't remember though. But y'all, I'm gonna tell you. You know which thing you just forget? She sure enough, she said she can't remember the thing named nutmeg. You can grate the cinnamon. You could add your cake spice. They have cake spice selling. The big pieces, take it up, because when you're eating the cake, you're gonna taste it. This don't really melt, so you know. I find some things is falling cake like these big spice. You don't really melt. Sometimes when you're biting the cake, you taste it. I gotta stop the shoulders here. The shoulders saying no more. Alright, so going with the orange peel. Remember, don't grate the white part that says bitter. Now you said it, keep it set up. hand style, eh? Left hand. And you can do this the affordable way. You know, sometimes you're killing up yourself. You don't got this, you don't got that. If you look around your kitchen, you will find a lot of stuff you could use to give the cake a nice flavor and a nice taste, you know. I want a lot because I like how this, I like this thing out of space. Alright, this orange done with. Piece of the nutmeg. So now it's time to mix it in. Now if you have milk, I just add a little milk because I like it moist, and the milk would give it a nice give you the nutrition. And if you don't have the essence, like I forgot the essence again, the orange peel will help that, and well, they'll help keep down the rankness though. I had spice of cake, but I'm finding that too. Alright. My sunshine has come. Got some little water here. A little milk softens it. Okay, a little more milk. Oh my god, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Why is you doing this? Huh? Why? Shoulder relax time. I don't want it too soft because I don't like soft on cake. And the next thing, if you're mixing your black cake by hand, when you put it in the flour, you don't mix it. The teacher said you fold it in like this, you fold it in like this. Fold it. Fold it. I don't know why. That's what I heard. I don't know. Okay, I can't clean too much. Not too much liquid, alright. And then they got some people, I know this lady makes cakes and she put vinegar. I don't know why, but I would like to know why. Vinegar and cake. Alright. ain't too sweet, but it's good enough for me. Yeah. I'll spray it now. This can be the heart down. We give it space to raise. Like I was saying, some people when they mix a cake and they don't have a mixer, they put the spoon in the middle, right? And if the spoon falls down, they say that it needs more flour. But if it stands up, so there's a trick into it. This is not falling real quick. You see, it takes some time. But something putting it fall right away like bam. See, it stands a little. But I don't want any more mixture, no flour. I think this is enough for me. I hope I didn't forget anything. Feeling like something's missing. Yeah, this needs more. I barely get like 1 pound of this. I don't really mind because I have the sponge, the black cake. Okay. Put it in. And then you click it. And that's how you get the shut closed. Won't I get tired now? All right. Turn off. is gonna be flat as hell. I think so. I think so. It'll be flat as hell. But let's see. And then if you want, you have some coloring. You add your coloring. Some people add the coloring, they separate the cake mixture, they put the coloring in, you know, but sometimes what I would do, I would put a little orange in here, stir it around like this, or green, or whatever color, you know. Like I said, if you bake a cake and it comes like the top is higher, one side higher, you know, like if you got mumps, don't feel bad. Just, you could cut the piece that is high off, and, you know, or if a piece sink in, you take the piece and you level the cake. You could do it. You take a piece off, you know, especially when you gotta ice a cake. The flowers won't show if you just cut off at the top, the mountain, the part of like a mountain, the mountain cake. All right, I get, like it's one small pan, this pan, 7.5. Put this in the oven now. Set it for 25 minutes. Build the black cake. I gotta hold this properly because it feel like it's gonna lose out. The black cake is take longer. Some people say the black cake take an hour because remember the fruits in it and gotta bake and all of that, right? I don't know with this electrical oven here, this is go real quick. Sometimes 25 minutes my black cake finish. But back home in Guyana, I don't know, maybe the stove, you know, sometimes when the stove I'm blowing out, cleaning, used to take really long, but here sometimes within 15 minutes. So this one here kind of tricky. These pans is really good with the opening at the bottom for click it, but let me tell you, one time at the baking cake, and trust me, when I when I left this pan up, like I scared of holding it up, the whole bottom come out. Cake mixture running all over the place out of my hand. I had to say, Lord, you see like it, watch. It's a whole lot of little, and it looks so like it's gonna leak out. But you know what, I'm gonna put it in the other pan. I'm gonna put it in this pan just in case, you know. Because sometimes when the heat catch it, good. So you can double bake in here. If it might make itself strip it and leak out in there. And them is, they are grease proof pans, you know, but I still spray it. Alright, so we're gonna preheat. This I can make my nice casserole with this brown sauce. I know that does make it, some people make it from the in Guyana from the casserole water, the cassava water, sorry. But I ain't got no time for buy it and I ain't rushing out there. I'm gonna make my own thing. You make it. Some people could boil carambola fruit, so we call star fruit. Or what we call it, 5-finger fruits. You know. You boil it, you put sugar, you put spice, and when it start to get the fruits, it boil real down and the fruit start to like get dry and brown, you take that same water, you add your thyme, salt, little pepper, and eventually gonna get thick, and you get your nice Chinese sauce, soy sauce. You make it with your casserole, you know. But I gonna do my own thing tomorrow. In fact, today I think I'm gonna make the pepper pot. I can add this because when them Jamaicans use this to make prawn stew and they add the nice thing in it, it tastes just like casserole. Alright. Talkie now. We're gonna preheat the oven 350. Start. Poor child can't see nothing. Start is this. So we're gonna preheat now. Set it for 25 minutes. And I think I'm gonna get my meat and start make up pepper pot one time. Things spill on the fridge. And once I do this now, I could relax because if I gotta go anyway on the road, let me put the light on. Lights on, lights on. Alright, so that's it. I'll come back and show you guys when it's all finished baking. Thank you. Merry Christmas.